Spring in Lebanon started in Baakline, 920 meters high in the Chouf. We hiked downwards inside the forest, passing ancient deserted houses. Once we reached the bottom, we saw the stream flow beautifully. Moukhtara is also in the Chouf area, 1 hour from Beirut. We were surrounded with green, and flowers started to bloom. El River was flowing strong. Mchikha is just 50 minutes up from Beirut. The trail passed through wide open grass fields and pine forests. Notice the remaining snow on the mountains. Jabal Moussa is a well-protected natural reserve in the mountains slightly north of Beirut. We walked on the trail leading to the popular Ouyoun Lake, then continued upwards and absorbed the outstanding scenery. That's the upside-down Lebanese cyclamen. Qaraoun is the largest lake in Lebanon, 2 hours from Beirut, inside the Bekaa Valley. Natural bouquets greeted us along the trail, and the imposing Mount Hermon was always in sight. We spent the night at Mehdi's guest house in Rachayya, at the bottom of Mount Hermon. Mehdi's wife offered delicious dinner and breakfast local to the village. We walked in the morning through the village until we reached the crest of the hill. We hiked along the crest with spectacular views of Bekaa Valley. Taanayel is a village 1 hour up from Beirut. The park in Taanayel is wonderful, and it reaches a lake perfect for relaxing. They also practice agriculture and have a farm. And they pack plastics ready for recycling. Towards the end of that day, we drove a little further to Kfar Zabad, which is a wetland. The sunset among the swamps was quite an experience. We spent that night in Taanayel Eco Lodge, a charming traditional guest house. The following day the weather didn't look good, but we insisted on heading to Aammiq, the largest swamp in Lebanon. Impressive trees in Aammiq handled some serious storms. The flatness of Bekaa is clear. On the way back, a Lebanese sandwich is imperative while passing through Shtura. Jezzine is an hour and a half south of Beirut. I often went down on the ground to capture the diverse flowers and the butterflies. The trail in spring is refreshing, and Jezzine's famous waterfall is overwhelming. We spent that night at La Maison de la Forêt in Bekassine and woke up to the biggest pine forest in the Middle East. After breakfast, we headed deep inside the forest. The diversity of butterflies is incredible. This doesn't even look like a butterfly. Ouyoun el Samak is an hour and a half north of Beirut. The waterfall is stunning, coming right out of the mountain. We drove that night alongside the river on a road not well maintained, and spent the night in Wadi Jhannam, meaning Hell's Valley. Breakfast eggs were boiled using wood. The valley is still in its raw, majestic format. We left the village to go hike inside the valley, which involved crossing a few rivers. The scenery was marvelous. Baanoub is an hour south of Beirut. We hiked down an old forgotten trail until we reached a tranquil river. An ancient bridge is still there. We camped for the night to the sounds of wolves and hyenas. And the next day we helped pick vegetables and fruits at the organic farm in Baanoub. Baskinta is an hour's drive up from Beirut. Sanneen's snow already melted by now. We hiked the literary trail of Baskinta, which passes by houses of famous writers like Mchikha. It's fulfilling to feel water come to life with streams flowing all over the place, especially before summer comes, where most of them will dry up.